Hey everyone, this is Duran here with the Florida Investor Deals live stream. Hey Mike, how you doing today?
Doing good, doing good. How about you?
I'm good. I'm good. Good to be here. It's a new day to do deals. I love it. So
Right.
we here we want to help you guys closing deals. We want to talk to you today about buying buyers or sellers and what's better for your business. So if you have any questions, just call us 904-770-3195. You can call us directly to my phone today and ask us the questions that you have so we can help you close deals. If you have any questions on rehabs, hard money, or fix and flips, wholesales, whatever you have, just call us or text it in the comments, put it in the comments, and let us know what you have, what's going on, and we'll be happy to help you. So, Mike, tell us what's going on with you.
Honestly, a lot. Really upped my game in getting motivated sellers this week. And we've been just talking to more people than usual. Honestly, just more motivated sellers than non-motivated sellers this week, which has been really good, and it just shows that if you can find leads that are motivated, you should absolutely spend your time talking to those people because they will breed the best results.
Yeah, definitely. So I hear a lot of people saying that they cannot get motivated sellers. People are not answering. People are not motivated. What do you say about that?
I would say as long as you have a system or an ability to filter out people instead of just calling a bunch of people out of the blue, not even knowing if they're how motivated they are looking to sell, you should probably filter out any sellers before calling them, in my opinion. And
Yeah.
if you do that, it's probably pretty simple to find motivated sellers, actually.
Yeah, I know. And it is simple if you do the right things and you know what you're doing, it's simple to find those motivated sellers. They're actually looking for you. Those sellers are looking for you because they need somebody to help them to take off that house that they have, their property. They need money right now, and people really need to sell a house. So, I mean, if you're there to help them and you know how to ask the right questions and to get to the bottom of it, you'll be able to close deals easily.
Right, exactly.
So, so we want to talk to you about buyers or sellers. Mike, what do you think is more important, buyers or sellers?
I mean, from listening to you and you giving me advice, I would say that having the buyers list is very important, because if you don't have the buyers list, then when you get a potential motivated seller, you're going to be going and scrambling around for a buyer trying to find somebody instead of just already having that predetermined list that you can go after.
Exactly. That's what I think. And that's why I tell everybody just reverse the wholesale. First, find the buyers, know exactly what they're looking for, and have at least 100, 200, 300 minimum in your buyers list, but strong buyers. And you know exactly what they're looking for. And then you can go out and talk to sellers. The good thing about buyers, Michael, is it's very easy to find them and it doesn't take so much time. I mean, in a week, you can have 200 or 300 motivated buyers, not sellers, buyers in your list, and you can go out there and find the deals for them.
Yeah, it doesn't seem that hard, simply because those people, they want deals. They want you to go and send them deals, right?
Right.
So they'll
Exactly.
put their email and all their information out publicly for everybody to go and get it.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. And they're out there, they're looking, they'll be on Facebook. A lot of the people on Facebook, just letting you know, the people on Facebook, most of them want to do a JV. Nothing wrong with the JV, but they don't have the money actually to buy the house. So I mean, you want to have somebody that has money to buy the house. They are the ones. Look for the money.
Right. And I guess just a small bit on this. On Facebook, when you're looking for those buyers and you see all these people putting in their emails, how do you determine if they're an actual buyer that has the money?
I would just email them and ask them for their phone number and call them, or have my VA call all of them and give them a bunch of questions. We actually went through that in another live of us, and those motivated buyers questions just to gauge what they're looking for. Yeah. What do you think about sellers? right?
About sellers.
How do we get to those sellers, Michael?
So sellers, I think there's a lot of ways to get sellers. Now,
What questions did we get about sellers on the
yeah.
group?
So I wanted to ask this actually. Like, I've been having a problem. I had a problem since I started doing this, and I would really like your advice on it. Which is when I get a lead and they don't give me a good price, I can't get them down on that first call. Like, let's say they want $400,000 for their house, and they'll come down to $395,000. I automatically feel like, okay, this isn't a good sell. I'm not going to talk to them again. What do you think about that?
Yeah,
Should you keep negotiating with those people?
definitely. First of all, I would ask them, why do they need that much? Okay, so they will tell me a bunch of reasons why they need that much, and whatever their uncle said and the realtor said, and whatever people told them that the house is worth, or they saw it on Zillow. Fine, okay. I'm going to put them on a sequence of a follow-up, right? Automation, automatic follow-up, or I'm going to follow up with them myself or VA possibly to follow up with that lead and see if they're still looking to sell after a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, a month. They're still looking to sell and they didn't sell the property. They're getting more and more and more motivated, and I'll keep negotiating with them, right? So I'm going to add, let's say I offer them 300 for that 400,000 house. I'm going to tell them, well, maybe I can do 305. What do you think about that? Or maybe I can do 310. What do you think about it? So I was starting negotiating with them a little bit, not much. Let's just gauge the motivation.
Right. And it actually even happened today. Some of those sellers I noticed, like, that are not motivated, all of a sudden, out of nowhere, you'll get a text or a call, and it's like, are you still interested in this property? And you call them, and then, like, they come down like a lot on their price. So all of a sudden,
Exactly.
and then you get that deal.
Yeah. So at the beginning, the first point of contact with somebody, they're not going to be super motivated unless they're already tried million ways. But in the beginning, they're not going to be motivated. The second, the third, the fourth call, they're going to start being much more motivated, and it's easy. Or they're even going to reach out to you and say, hey, can you do that price that we talked about last time? And you'll be like, I don't know. I probably need to be less.
Right.
I probably need a better price right now. That was a month ago.
Right. And it's probably, it seems like it's better to have people that are off market, like leads that are off market, because if a seller all of a sudden wants to come down on their price and they're listed for sale by owner, there's probably going to be a lot of competition with other investors. So you probably want to look for leads that are not known by other investors, right?
Yeah, I mean, if there are a lot of investors that's reaching out to that person, it's going to be hard to negotiate them down. But if you're the only one standing after everybody's gone and they have bad follow-up system, but you have a great follow-up system, you're going to get the deal at the best price and probably the best terms also. Terms are very important. I mean, if you want to take the house in owner financing, sometimes, let's say they want 400, you can't do it, but you want to get it at 315, and it's a little bit too tight. You can offer them the owner financing, right? The owner financing option, and they might take it because they need 315 or they need something close to that, but they don't need the money right now. But you can get them as an owner financing for a year or 2 years, 3 years, and then that's how you make the deal work.
Wow. So knowing like novation, subject to, owner financing, those are three really big things that can really give you a competitive edge against investors that are just offering deals.
Yeah, exactly. But I mean, people have so much free information. This is free, YouTube is free, a whole bunch of information. It's so hard to know exactly what to do when you're in that situation. You can go to Facebook and ask a question, which is fine, but you really need somebody there that's going to walk you through the scenario. Remember that, Mike, we had that guy with owner financing and you didn't know what to do, and you called me and you said, hey, what do we do here? So we walked through the whole system of how we're going to get it as a owner financing instead of cash deal, because owner financing made much more sense.
Right. Exactly. Yeah.
So what other questions did the people ask us about sellers?
Yeah, I mean, like, what if, in terms of sellers, kind of similar to the other question, but what if somebody's price is firm? What do you do on a call with a seller where they say, "Okay, I am not going down to my price at all. I don't care what you say. Don't even try." Like, what do you do in those situations with sellers like that?
I would be friends with them, definitely. I would get to be friends with them. I want to know why do you need that price? Why do you need that 400,000? What's so important? I mean, uh, forget the market, forget whatever the realtor told you, forget the uncle, forget the neighbor's house that sold it. What is so important? Why are you stuck up with that price? So they're gonna tell you, well, I have a mortgage for 200,000. I owe my friend another 50,000, and I want to walk away with 150,000. So right now you have a gap of $150,000 to work with. Now, so you're gonna ask them again, okay, so you want to walk away with 150. What happened? What are you gonna do with that money? Oh, I'm gonna buy another house. Okay, how's that look like? How much is that house gonna cost? And you walk them through the numbers and make them understand that they might be able to get even a little bit less, um, but they can still do the deal, right? So they don't need 150. Maybe they only need 100 to buy another house or to rent another house or to do something they want to do. So you can make them understand while talking to them that that figures that they have in mind is can change.
Wow. And what if somebody like they will lose money on the house if they go down to the price that you're looking for? What do you do in that situation? Is there a way to strategically create
Definitely
something
owner
to prevent?
financing or
Okay.
subject to. If they're gonna lose, if they don't have enough equity, it's either gonna do a short sale or subject to or owner financing.
Right. Even if they let's say they want to do a subject to, for example, and but they still, if they did subject to, they would still be losing money because of the repairs that they did. Like, is there anything that you could do there?
That's a tough situation. So if they put money on the house, right, and they owe so much money, and the house doesn't worth that much, so it means that they are upside down. Probably the best scenario is to do a short sale
Wow. And
or
what is
pay
that?
them.
What does that entail?
So you do a short sale, right? You get the price down, and then you would pay them for the repairs that they did, and or you are even going to do an owner financing for the repairs that they did, and that's how you pay them for the repairs. They pay back the bank, and everybody is happy.
Wow. Okay.
So it's not that simple. It's a process that you have to do with the homeowner. But if you make them understand that this is the best scenario for them, and they cannot sell it on the market and get that much money because they're screwed up, on the house is upside down, the financing doesn't work, and all that, and they have no other options, they'll do it because you're there to help them. Sometimes people just need somebody to take care of the house. They already
Right.
moved.
Right. And then, obviously, there's a lot of different leads that people talk to, and there's a lot of different situations. What would you say you look for that is a motivated seller? What is a motivated seller in your opinion?
Somebody that needs to sell the house, they have a pain, they have something going on in their life, and they cannot deal with the house right now. um there are so many scenarios: foreclosures, taxes, violations, inheritance, liens, a lot of different situations that people get stressed over, and they don't know what to do, and they wait too long, and then they lose the house. So financial is a big pain, right? It's one of the big pains that people have. It's either financial, health, or those are the pains that people have. So if you can help them on the financial side and help them realize that you can help them with the house and you'll take care of it, and they can trust you with that, and you're not just bullshitting them, but you're really gonna help them, then they're gonna give it to you. They're gonna give you the house, and if you know what you're doing, you can make a good deal out of it, and it's gonna be a win-win for everybody. That's what we're aiming for, and I always say that you want to have a win-win situation where the seller is happy, you're happy, buyers are happy, and that's how your business is going to grow if everybody is happy with that transaction.
Right. Exactly.
So a lot of the houses, they don't have equity because the property is not in good condition. It's in bad condition, but the seller wants too much or they owe too much. But still there is equity in the property. So what you can do is take the house under contract or even buy the house subject to the existing mortgage, fix the house, renovate it, and then sell it on the market, pay back the mortgage and pay back the seller and make profit on the flip.
Wow. Okay. So there's a lot of different ways to do this.
Exactly. You
Right.
just have to be creative.
Yeah, besides those three, when you're speaking with sellers, like how else are there any other types of creative finance deals besides like those three?
There are a lot of different ways to do creative financing.
Right.
You can use the seller's funds. You can use a JV partner. You can use the mortgage subject to. You can use some of your money and some of the seller's money, or uh, a whole different ways, scenarios to do it. You just have to be creative and be open with the seller. The main thing is be open with the seller and talk to them. And those things are a little bit hard to do when you're virtual, because over the phone, some people, if they're older, it's going to be hard for them to understand. So if you have a situation like that, it's good to be in the place or send your agent or send somebody that can explain them the process. But
Right.
if you're good on the phone, you can do it over the phone.
Right. Because I remember we had a lead where it was a pre-foreclosure and we were going to do the deal, but the executive, I think the lady that was in charge, wanted an extra $5,000, and you just said we had to put it on the contract, right?
Right.
Right. So things like that.
Yeah, she wanted 5,000 for herself.
Yes.
She wanted 5,000 from the deal because she
Right.
had other partners. And I said, fine, no problem. You're gonna get it, no problem. We're just gonna sign a JV with you, a joint venture agreement that says that at closing you're gonna get 5,000. Fine, I'm good with that.
Right. And then like that could also work for like a subject to deal, like where somebody might just need like an extra $5,000 on top because of something.
Right, you can do it.
Hmm.
Yeah, definitely. You can do a lot of things. Just have to make sure you put it on the contract, you put everything in writing, and the title company knows what you're doing. They need to know because they're going to be the one that close it. So you cannot do stuff that they don't know.
Right.
Everything has to be in writing on the contract.
Right.
But yeah, just keep open communication with the seller, with the title company, with your buyer. That's what I always say.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So how are you able to generate those sellers,
The seller leads?
the motivated sellers?
Yeah, I mean it's a system. It took a long time to get it out there and build it. A lot of trial and error, let's just say. But after a long time, we were able to create just something that is basically like putting some coins into a slot machine and booked appointments come out the other end. That's basically what it is. I wish there was like yeah, that's the easiest way to explain it. That's what happens.
It's funny because people are going crazy over buying not buying, but finding those motivated sellers and doing so many different ways and stuff. But they're out there, and if you just find a good way to find them, you'll have so many that you wouldn't know what to do with them.
There are so many public lists that you can tag. There's so many things that you could do, and one of the things, if you're a wholesaler that's been doing it for a long time, you probably have a lot of leads that you haven't texted in a long time. So why not just go back and whatever you do, send text messages or voicemails, whatever you do, text those people again and see if they want to sell.
Exactly. Yeah. Reach out to those old leads. The gold is in the old. They'll be motivated to sell right now more than ever.
Yeah.
So you probably have $1 million sitting in your CRM right now, and you don't even know it. If you have a system that I mean, I'm talking to everybody out there. If you have a system that you keeping your leads in, and you have the database of leads, just reach out to them. You'll be able to close a lot of deals right now.
So a booked appointment that originally is not motivated or is motivated because they wanted to book a call and sell their house. That's somebody that you would include in that $1 million in your CRM, right? Like
Yeah.
somebody that might eventually want to sell, and you just need to have the system to continuously follow up with them.
Right. You need a system to continuously follow up. And also you need your mindset to know how you're going to do that deal with them. You have to, a lot of people, I see that a lot. You have a lead of somebody that's looking to sell. They have a specific price, and you're so busy with your life. You're so busy with doing things, and you're not really focusing on what's going on, and you can lose a deal, because if you just think about it more deeply, you'll understand there is a better way to close that deal. So, but not all of the deals like that, not all of them, but a lot of them are there. So,
Right.
yeah. So do we have other questions or no?
No, I don't think there's any other questions.
Okay.
Yeah, we covered motivated sellers. We covered buyers. And anything else on your end?
So no, I think that if we're talking about what's better, if what's more important, the sellers or the buyers, I would say start with the buyers. Have a good list of buyers that's going to buy properties from you, and then move on to generate sellers.
Right, exactly.
Like first start with the buyers.
Start with the buyers. I think that's the premise of this show. Start with the buyers.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah. All right. So we're done here. Thank you so much, Mike. It was a pleasure.
Of
And
course.
I'll see you guys next time. See you guys
All
next week. All right. Bye-bye.